Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to the Grow Everyday podcast. This is our special space where we can share some positive energy and grow together every single day. Have you ever been asked that classic question, "So, how was your day?" and your mind just goes completely blank? You end up replying with a simple, "It was good, pretty quiet," or, "Oh, nothing much." Meanwhile, you've actually lived through a whole day full of moments, but when it's time to share, you just feel like nothing was interesting enough to talk about. Or maybe you're in a conversation with friends and everyone is taking turns telling these amazing stories about their recent vacation, a fantastic new restaurant, or some dramatic event at work. When it's your turn, you suddenly feel like your life is just so ordinary. Your day consisted of being stuck in traffic, eating lunch, and doing paperwork. How on earth can you make that sound interesting? If you've ever felt this way, please know you are not alone. It's such a common feeling. Many of us believe that to be a good storyteller, you need to live an extraordinary life filled with non-stop excitement. But the truth is, it's not about how special your story is. It's about how you tell it. There's a famous saying, there are no boring stories, only boring storytellers. And it is so true. So today, I want to invite you to explore the art and secrets of how to speak engagingly even about the most ordinary things. We're going to learn how to transform what seems like nothing into a story that is vibrant, alive, and captivating. In this episode, we'll focus on three main parts. First, we'll start by shifting your perspective, finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, because everything begins with our mindset. Second, we'll look at the essential ingredients to bring your story to life, like a chef adding the perfect seasonings. And finally, we'll cover some captivating delivery techniques that will make people hang on your every word. Whether you're a bit shy, lack confidence, or just feel like your life is too simple, this skill can help you connect with people on a deeper level, make a lasting impression, and most importantly, help you see the value in your own everyday life. Are you ready to unlock the powerful storyteller inside of you? If so, let's begin. Before we dive into any speaking techniques, the very first hurdle we need to clear is our own mindset. If we start with the thought, "My story is boring," then the energy we project will make the story feel boring. So let's begin by retuning our perspective. 1. Stop comparing your story to others. The biggest trap is scrolling through social media and seeing everyone else's highlight reels. That person is traveling abroad. This one got a promotion. Another is eating at a 5-star restaurant. Then we look at our own life, eating leftovers at our desk, and it feels worlds apart. We have to remember that we are only seeing the highlights of their lives. Nobody posts about the mundane, everyday stuff, right? Everyone's life is a mix of exciting days and perfectly ordinary ones. Good storytelling isn't a competition to see whose story is bigger or better. It's about sharing an experience and a feeling. 2. Change your goal from reporting to connecting. Ask yourself, when you tell a story, what is your goal? Most of the time, we aren't trying to just report the facts of what happened. We want to connect with the listener. We want them to laugh with us, feel the excitement with us, or understand the emotion we felt in that moment. For example, reporting style, the traffic was bad today, so I was 15 minutes late for work. This gives information, but zero emotion. Connecting style, oh my gosh, you will not believe today's traffic. I seriously thought I wasn't going to make it. The cars were at a complete standstill, and I'm just sitting there watching the clock, my heart pounding, thinking, I'm so getting in trouble today. And then out of nowhere, this motorcycle just zips past my window, missing my mirror by an inch. My heart nearly leapt out of my chest. See the difference? It has emotion, suspense, and it creates a picture. 3. Look for the emotion hidden in the event. Every single event, no matter how small, has an emotion attached to it. This is a storyteller's treasure chest. Instead of just thinking about what you did today, try asking yourself, what did I feel today? Let's practice. You were waiting in a ridiculously long line for coffee this morning. Instead of just thinking, the wait was so long, try to find the feeling. Was it a feeling of annoyance, or was it amusement at seeing everyone in line with the same tired expression? Or maybe it was a small moment of joy from smelling the fresh coffee while you waited. Just finding one emotion gives you material for a story. For example, so I think I stumbled upon the official meeting of the I Need Coffee Now club this morning. You should have seen everyone's faces. But the moment they got their cup, it was like watching the sunrise. It was hilarious. Shifting your perspective is like changing the glasses you use to see the world. You're switching from glasses that only look for big, epic moments to glasses that can see the rich details and feelings hidden in everyday life. Once you start seeing the interesting things in your own day, sharing them becomes so much easier.
Now that we have great raw materials from our new perspective, it's time to cook them into a delicious and compelling story. Just like a chef, we need to know the key ingredients and seasonings that will make our story so much better. Ingredient number 1, a captivating hook. Don't start your story with a flat opening. Begin with something that makes the listener go, and immediately want to know more. Techniques. Start with a question. Have you ever felt completely invisible in a convenience store? Start with a strange statement. You're not going to believe this, but I think I had a full conversation with a pigeon today. Or start at the peak of the action. I still can't believe the whole thing ended with me apologizing to a lamppost. This kind of opening creates instant curiosity and makes your audience eager to find out what happens next. Ingredient number 2, vivid details. This is the most important ingredient for turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Use the 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, to paint a picture so the listener feels like they are right there with you. Example of telling a trip to the market story. Ordinary version. I went to the fresh market this morning. It was really crowded. Detailed version. So I walked into the market this morning, and wow, the first thing that hits you is the sound. All the vendors shouting over each other, then this strong, salty smell of fish just fills the air. A moment later, this sweet lady rushes past me with a bag of steaming hot soup, the vapor just rising into the air. I had to jump out of the way. See the difference? Just by adding sound, smell, and a visual detail, the simple act of going to the market becomes a vibrant scene. Ingredient number 3, characters and dialogue. Even if it's a small interaction, if other people are involved, give them some personality. You can give them a nickname or even imitate their voice or quote what they said. This makes the story much more dynamic. Example of telling a coffee shop story. Ordinary version. The barista made my coffee wrong, so I had to wait for a new one. Version with character. So I get to the counter, and the barista looks like he's still half asleep. His hair's sticking up, eyes are all blurry. I order my coffee, and he mumbles something to the espresso machine like, "Come on, old friend, we can do this." I had to hold back a laugh. And of course, he gets my order completely wrong, then turns to me, scratches his head, and says, "Sorry, me and the machine aren't on speaking terms yet today." It was hilarious. Ingredient number 4, a mini conflict or turning point. A good story usually has a moment of tension that makes the listener wonder what will happen next. It doesn't have to be a huge drama, just a small obstacle or an unexpected twist. Examples. I was just about to pay for my lunch when I realized I couldn't find my wallet. Or I saw the last parking spot in the entire lot I was turning in, and at that very second, another car just swooped in and stole it. Incorporating these elements might feel like a lot of work at first, but with practice, it will become second nature. Just try picking 1 or 2 to focus on next time you tell a story. Even just adding a few vivid details can make a world of difference.
So, we have a great perspective and we've gathered our best ingredients. The final step is the presentation, how we serve the dish. Your delivery is what determines how delicious the story will be for your audience. Technique number 1, vary your voice and pace. Speaking in a flat, monotone voice is the fastest way to put someone to sleep. Practice bringing your voice to life. Pitch. Use a slightly higher pitch when you're talking about something exciting, and a lower pitch for moments that are more serious or thoughtful. Pace. Speak faster during moments of action or excitement, and slow down to emphasize an important point. Volume. You can whisper to share a secret or raise your voice to describe a shocking moment. Technique number 2, the power of the pause. Don't be afraid of silence. A well-timed pause is an incredibly powerful tool. It builds suspense, creates anticipation, and gives your listener a moment to process what you've just said. Example, and in that exact moment, pause for 2 seconds, I realized I had left the stove on at home. That little pause gives the final sentence so much more impact. Technique number 3, tell it with your whole body. Even though this is a podcast and no one can see you, your body language actually transmits through your voice. When you use hand gestures and make facial expressions that match your story, your voice naturally becomes more energetic and expressive. Try recording yourself telling a short story while sitting perfectly still, and then again while using your whole body. You'll hear the difference immediately. Technique number 4, engage the listener. Make your story feel like a conversation, not a lecture. Use simple questions to pull the listener into the experience with you. Examples, it was just one of those moments, you know what I mean? Or, now, what would you have done in that situation? These questions make the listener feel connected and involved. These delivery techniques are all about practice. No one is born a perfect speaker. You can practice in front of a mirror or by recording your voice on your phone. Just have fun with it. And that is our look into the art of turning ordinary events into captivating stories. We learned to start by shifting our perspective, to find the emotion and value hidden in our daily lives instead of comparing them to others. Then we discovered the essential ingredients that add flavor to our stories, like a great hook, vivid details, characters, and a little bit of conflict. And finally, we explored the delivery techniques that give our stories power, using our voice, pacing, pauses, and engaging our listener. I want to leave you with this thought. The heart of being a good storyteller isn't about living a life full of adventure. It's about having the eyes to see the beauty in the small things, and the heart to want to share those feelings with others. Your everyday life is full of valuable stories. The story about your commute, the story about your coffee run, the story about the chat you had with your neighbor. Every single one has the potential to bring a smile, a laugh, or a warm feeling to someone else. All you have to do is be brave enough to share it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Grow Every Day. I hope today's episode inspires you to look at your own daily life with more playful and appreciative eyes. I'll see you again on the next episode. Until then, have fun discovering the stories in your day. Goodbye.